Snipers, Zambos.
Vampire nests.
This game's gonna get real intense.
Boob armor.
Boob armor. Hey kittens, welcome back to Boob Armor. I'm Sunshine and I have Finger Wiener and Gaisley with me.
Hey.
And yeah, we're about to figure out what the hell's going on.
No, he's about to try to shoot me in the head, but we're immune to magic, remember?
Is it a magic
Is
gun?
it a magic gun?
Yeah. Remember last time she tried to shoot, it was just
Oh,
firing
that's
blanks.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, he's shooting blanks.
Whoa.
Alright. It'll be so funny when they find your dead body instead.
Fight! No way this was happening. No way I was going to let myself
Look at
be
the
a victim.
achievement. Fuck you, Malix.
Yes!
Yeah.
I will Hulk smash.
What are you whimpering? Are you praying that the boys will come and save you?
Dead. I closed my eyes and took a breath before snapping up to one leg and sweeping my foot across Malix's face.
I want to change his voice. What should I do? I don't think I can do Russian. I really want to. I should practice in between episodes.
You could do good German.
I don't know that I can do anything right now. Krankenwagen. I'll try something and it'll be horrible.
Ah!
Oh.
That was in my German accent. Wasn't that brilliant?
Malix flew to the side and rolled, rubbing his cheek in complete shock. I could feel Iris step back from me, leaving me to look at Malix and shake my foot out from the hit.
What happened to his eyebrows?
He quickly growled at me, obviously surprised but irritated beyond belief.
Alright, no, I can't. You little bitch, think you're tough, huh? Well, I'll show you your place. Come here!
Malix charged me, dropping the gun that would never hurt me to the floor and reaching for my face. However, I quickly crouched down and swept my leg out in front of me, knocking Malix down once again.
Grah!
I rolled back away from the fallen devil and glared as I stepped back up to my feet. I'm a grown woman. Just because I'm a human doesn't mean I can't kick your ass. Placed my hands in front of me before sliding over to Malix and slamming the tip of my foot onto his head. One of the devils around us tried to step in, but Erin held out her arm, stopping them.
No, stay out of it. Let Malix deal with it.
As commanded, the devils that surrounded us stood away from the fight. The group watching us was lost in intrigue as I stood up against their leader. I continued to kick Malix, who tried to block my kicks with his arms. I brought a foot up before slamming it down into his chest. I definitely heard a rib or two crack at the impact, causing Malix to lose his breath. What I didn't expect was him grabbing my leg and pulling it out from under me. I fell to the ground, landed. Oof! Oof! Blah. As I tried to get him off, the futility of the situation dawned on me. I was fighting a devil. I was just a human. I wasn't magical, nor was I special. I wasn't going to beat him.
It's useless, woman. You're as good as dead. Bet you regret trying to fight me in the first place now.
Nope.
Nope.
Fear began to consume me. Oh, for the love of God, please someone find me. I prayed. I hoped that I wouldn't have to keep fighting. I was becoming desperate.
You have major balls trying to fight me. You're not even a man. Ooh. You're a puny woman who's about to get what's coming to her, and I'm about to get my ass kicked.
What made everyone in the warehouse drop our fighting faces was the screeches of police sirens coming closer to our location. Malix smirked even wider.
It's time to have fun, boys. Make sure you kill them all. Oh.
The devils all seemed to get excited and started to walk past us to meet with the cops, but a loud finger snap stopped them and made them turn around. Malix and I looked to see Eris with her hand in the air, post-snap.
Eris, what are you doing?
Enough, Malix. We've wasted enough time in this stupid town. I'm getting out of here, and I'm taking the rest with me.
I didn't know whether to laugh or not. I bit my tongue as Malix sounded angry again.
Like hell you are. Boys, do as I say or else.
None of the boys moved. Eris snapped her fingers again, causing the boys to rush back past her and out another way from the warehouse.
Malix, it's over. You can't even beat a human girl. You're losing your powers. Lower devils only follow higher ups and actually have power.
Shut your mouth!
Did they fight?
Malik summoned his gun to his hand and shot multiple times at Eris, who somehow managed to teleport away from the shooting line and reappeared beside us. She shook her head, letting out a sigh before grabbing Malix by the neck and pulling him off me. Malix started to choke as Eris stared coldly at him.
All this for a bunch of pretty boys? You must be stupid and desperate.
Eris looked at me, making me tense up.
Human, I suggest heading home to your pretty boys. You don't want to get involved in a supernatural investigation. It's a pain in the ass.
She then turned back to Malix, glaring daggers into him as he glared back at her.
You really think women are weak? Let me fix that, sweetie.
Yes.
Smack! And with that, Eris vanished into the shadows, taking Malix with her. As I was left alone, the police siren stopped. I looked over the open passage to see the incubi with a large police siren megaphone staring at me in surprise.
All right. Where is he? I swear I'm gonna...
He's gone. Eris took him and left. They won't be coming back. It was so surreal. I was helped by a devil, but I quickly shook off the feeling. I was alive, and that was all that mattered. I fought to stay alive, and there I was. The boys tried to question me, but James cleared his throat, catching attention of his brothers and me. Let's get you home, miss. There's nothing more to see here. All together, we began to walk out of the warehouse back home. There was no way in hell anyone was going to find out about this. It was over. Malix was gone and the boys were finally safe. A wave of relief ran through my body at the thought of never having to deal with that group again. At the same time, a ping of realization hit the back of my mind. The boys were only going to stay until Malix was defeated. That was our deal. As we approached home, I could feel something heavy weighing down on my heart. It was late, but the boys let me inside and turned on the lights in the lobby.
Finally. Wait, what was his voice?
The kid?
That's a kid?
Yeah.
Basically.
Wait, so he's Harry Styles.
Yep.
Finally! We can relax.
It will be good to have some rest without devils breathing down our necks.
I'm just tired. Can I hit the hay early?
I think some sleep would be good for all of us. I looked at Damien, knowing he could read my mind, and frowned. I didn't want him to know about my thoughts on the situation. Yeah, bed sounds good. I wanted to just end tonight.
Damien spoke up. Should we be gone in the morning?
No! The air became still with tension. The realization of the situation hit the boys like a wave, forcing them to turn to me in curiosity. They had remembered their deal and were now awaiting me to decide their fate. However, I knew my answer. I couldn't keep them here. I knew I couldn't. They were demons and I was a human. I needed to deal with my own life beyond anything else. If they boys stayed, my life would only become more complicated. I think that would be best.
Aww.
James nodded in agreement, keeping a professional tone in his voice as he replied to me. Then we will be gone before you wake, miss. Thank you for letting us stay here as long as we did. I could feel the upset emotions in the incubi reverberate. Blah, 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 blah. It was a pleasure to have served you, beautiful lady. It was hard watching each boy turn away from me for the last time. I stood there waiting for them all to leave me.
I guess this is goodbye. Yeah. Have a good one.
I stuck to my guns. I knew I was making the right choice.
Thank you for having us, miss. Maybe we'll see each other again.
Maybe, maybe not.
Goodbye.
As Damien left my side, I finally let out, let in air that I was denying into my body and sighed. My life would return to normal. Well, as normal as it could be. However, I was smarter and wiser than before, and I knew the things beyond him. Okay, blah. Blah. Went to bed. Okay. Or so I had hoped.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Ha ha! You are interesting creature.
What the hell is going on?
I opened my eyes to see a woman staring down at me with a very sly smirk on her face. I opened my mouth to scream in fright, but a hand quickly covered my mouth.
Ah! No screaming now. Too early, silly girl.
I think George is my favorite. I can only stare up at the woman above me. I still felt weak not having this blah.
Why do the boys like you? You're unique, yes, but that can't be all that you have going for you.
Rage began to consume my core again. She was a bitch. She must have known as she let another smirk grow under her bitchy face.
You're feisty. That could be why.
Before I could bite her hand in anger, she removed her hand from my lips, standing up and staring down at me from her place next to my bed. Oh, this is better. Hey!
Who the hell are you and why are you in my room?
How do I get your hair, man?
The woman began to laugh, making the rage inside me increase. I wanted to punch her, but I waited for her answer.
How silly of me. I forgot that we demons are not well known in your world. You can call me Diana, little human.
Diana? Demon? You're a demon?
I am, but much more than just an average demon.
What do you mean?
Silly girl, I'm a succubus.
Yes! I stared at Diana in shock. A succubus, first incubi, now a succubus? Great. I now... Blah. Blah.
Bosom!
Well.
No!
That's you.
Well, you're pretty. But you seem very reckless. Too reckless.
I moved and stood from the bed,
glaring
at Diana. Why are you here?
Well, I came here to clean up what the boys clearly forgot to clean. What is that? Men, so sloppy.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, erasing your memories, sweetie.
This woman wasn't serious, was she? This is ridiculous. I began to walk towards the door, wanting to leave. The boys could get rid of her. I had no mind about dealing with her myself.
The boys are gone, sweetie.
I love you.
They were gone already? No way.
Glaring smirk.
You're lying.
Am I? If you want to go see for yourself, you can, but I promise you'll be wasting your time.
I stared, trying to find a hint she was lying. She had to be. The boys wouldn't just up and leave without resting first, right?
Cross your arms. Choice.
What do you mean, take my memories?
Well, we demons can't have just anyone knowing about us. You can't have you have to completely devote your soul to learning about us, and even then, it's not always guaranteed that you can be granted knowledge of us.
What makes me not deserve to know everything? I was attacked by devils. I found the boys in my house wounded and sheltered them. I think I deserve to remember those moments. Diana let out a laugh, running ahead.
No!
I quit.
She's amused.
You were attacked by a gang and were almost killed. You found 5 homeless men and let them stay in your home. There's nothing special about either of those instances.
Not at all.
Yes, there was.
A human, like you, can't understand the rules. The boys themselves aren't even aware of the rules. They'll learn soon enough.
Flipped her hair.
Listen, sweetie, you're not going back to bed or leaving this house with those memories. I'm taking them from you one way or another.
I glared, standing my ground. You are not taking my memories. I'm not letting you take them.
And what do you plan to do with them, huh? Tell the press? Gossip to your friends that demons exist? Confess to your parents that you had demon servants and were almost killed by a devil gang?
Now she was making me more mad. Did she seriously think I was this stupid? Those memories were precious to me, and I wasn't going to let her for my mind.
These memories... Oh, sorry.
These memories are important to me. I know that other creatures exist. I know that magic exists. I'm more open-minded now.
Open-minded or gullible?
What did she mean by that? The point of being open-minded was to be open to all thought. How was that anything close to being gullible?
There is nothing to learn from remembering those boys that won't bring trouble. I'm really saving you from that. There are more than just demons who want to keep their existence a secret. There are many creatures in this world that don't want to be known, and your remembering a small fragment is not acceptable to them without good reason.
Diana smirked.
If you would have kept the boys, or at least had one of them around, they'd be a little more lenient to listen to your pleas. However, you're about to go into tomorrow without any of them around.
I couldn't believe my ears. There were more than just demons, other fictional creatures existed. Was there a system? What? Diana sighed and snapped her fingers, lifting my body from the ground with her magic.
Look, I can kill you and no longer waste what little time I have, or I can erase your memories and go on with my life. I have more important things to do above arguing with you.
I looked down at the ground to see something that made every nerve in my body quickly quake with fear. On the ground was a large, open mouth, sharp, wet teeth, blah, 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 black abyss. I could feel the heat from the mouth pant against my body.
Why are we floating?
Ah! She lifted us.
Oh.
I looked at Diana, who was looking at me with a stern and almost heartless gaze.
Make a choice, sweetie. Give up your memories or be a demon snack. I warn you, he's quite the biter.
I was panicking. I was about to die. Again, the boys weren't here to protect me. What was I going to do? Make a deal with Diana. Demons had a conscience. If they weren't heartless without reason, she could be reasoned with. She seemed like a businesswoman. Wait!
What? You're wasting my time.
What about a deal, huh? Diana raised an eyebrow. I was afraid she wasn't one to listen. What if she was ruthless?
I'm listening.
Wait, really? Was she really willing to listen to me? She didn't drop me into the pit of death, but she didn't let me out of her spell. Now is a good time as any to try to reason. These memories are precious to me, but they're not worth losing my life.
Of course.
I mean, if I die, people will wonder and try to find explanations to why I died and where I disappeared to.
Then just hand over your memories.
What if I traded them to you instead? You seem like a reasonable businesswoman. A trade is better than forcing me to give in, right? This was insane. I didn't even know if she was willing to listen. She already... Wow.
Well, speak your terms. What do you want in exchange?
I let out a relieved sigh. She was willing to listen further. What can you give me in return for them?
I'm a demon. I can give you anything within reason. Money, men, women, power, name it. Just make it worth the price.
She could really get me anything? My mind began to wonder. What did I want? Her! I heard Diana stifle a laugh.
Me? Are you serious? What do you mean, me?
I looked at Diana again. She was indeed scary, but she was gorgeous, and somehow she interested me. More so than the boys. No! I mean, you're staying with me for a little while. I want to get to know you in these rules about you're talking about.
A human wanting to know more about demon and the rules. You're really trying to step over your place, especially if you're losing those memories in the end.
I'm serious. I'll give you my memories and energy if you stay for just a couple days. A day even. It'll be worth it.
Completely willingly.
Completely willingly.
And if you don't fulfill your end of the bargain,
then you can feed me to your pet beast. Your angry vagina.
Did that really slip out of my mouth? Was I really wanting to put my life back on the line again? If it meant keeping my memories for a little longer, then yes. Diana looked at me, scanning my body with her eyes for any signs of false intent. I didn't have any. Snapped her fingers. Demon below me vanished, lowered to the ground.
You are very lucky. Demon magic is so finicky.
What do you mean?
Why do you think demons make deals with humans like you?
I wasn't sure. Demons were still new to me. I had heard stories of people making deals with demons and only ruin coming from it. Diana sighed.
It's one thing to take your memories or your energy. It's another for you to willingly give it. We get more for our effort if one we make a deal with is willing. Think of it like sex. If I'm aroused and you're willing to open your legs for me, I'll get pleasure. I'll enjoy it. I might enjoy it and it's done. But if you aren't willing and I force myself on you anyway, it's not so pleasurable for me. Even if I get what I want, it won't be as worth the effort.
Well, that got weird.
Yeah.
Strangely, that made sense. It was very much like a business. If I had... Well, okay, fine. Grew as I realized the deal I had made. So, you'll stay with me for a couple of days?
A day is enough.
Yeah, sure, fine.
You sure? Yeah, sure, fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Diana looked up at me and looked me up and down once again. I felt a little naked all of a sudden under her gaze, but I ignored it as she shrugged.
All right.
Diana kept her eyes on me, unsure of what was going on from the look of her face.
So, what do you want to know? You're obviously curious about demons enough to make a deal with me.
We're gonna have to figure out what she wants to know next time.
I'm so butthurt. Where did my boyfriends go?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm glad we have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
But can we have both?
She's kind of a boss.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I want those boys back, god damn it. Ugh. Fine. Next time on Boob.
Yeah.